everybody who is watching this video. I would like to welcome you into a fantastic moment. I thank God who gave me this opportunity. I'm very happy to be with you. I know that now you're getting into the new class. If you're a student, if you're a Form 2 students, you're warmly welcome into the Form 2 class. It's a very interesting class, and actually that is a class whereby you are going to have a final exam. But remember that in our programs that we don't focus on the exams, we are focusing on the problem solving, but exams are a subset of our program. So I would like to welcome you. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Olenjolain TAYAI, or my name is Olenjolain TAYAI Losingo, from beautiful country, blessed one called the United Republic of Tanzania. And then today I would like to welcome you into our online school, which is called Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School, right? The first question which I want to answer, that I know many students they can ask me, and many viewers they can ask me, what the visions, what the motive of this online school? Why am I doing it? That's the questions, because the motive is just answered by the questions of why. What the visions, what the purpose of this platform? What do I see in my mind when this idea came, and then when I took procedures and even invested a lot of money? See, just like a Thanksgiving offering to God for the Tanzania. That the good questions. So the answer of this question of that questions is, we want to see the community of Tanzanians who can take the classroom instructions and solve our own real world problems. Let me repeat. The main object, the main vision or the visions of this program, we want to see the students of Tanzanians, whether they are continuing on studies or graduate in any level, we can take the classroom instructions and solve the real life problems. It is possible. I know that has been difficult, and even what I'm saying, it is a little bit difficulty for those who know our educational system at this moment. But it's possible, because the matter of mindset. Say mindset. Okay, so that's the main visions. But also we are answering a question here, and the question is this: there's a question. We are solving a problem, not okay. That the second question is the second question that you have. What problem are we solving? Because we are born and we came into this generation to solve problems, not to add problems. So for me, I came to solve problems in the community where I live, in a country that I'm living, maybe even in the continent that I'm living, even the world that I'm living of today. And I have to leave a legacy, right? And also I went to school to learn on how to solve problems. That's what I went. I didn't go to school to get a certificate, however, that I've been given a certificate. But certificates are subset in my mind. So, again, the problem we are solving here is, when I was in O level, that's my testimony, when I was in ordinary secondary education more than 10 years ago, I experienced many challenges when I was learning scientific and basic mathematics subjects. There are many causes of those challenges, but the thing is, it means that now you're informed, you will understand what am I saying, possibly, because possibly I've experienced the pain. So what are the causes of those problems? The cause of those problems is scarcity of science and mathematics teachers. That's one of the cause. And secondly, sometimes you find teachers are there, but no enough books, so materials are not enough. Another problem is it has been caused by the scarcity of chemicals and materials for learning chemistry and biology, for instance, and even apparatus and equipment for the physics experiment. So we learn physics theoretically. It doesn't mean that myself I'm going to teach you maybe like practical at this time. Possibly in future I can do it, but at this time, okay, I will teach you just theoretically, but in different ways, with connections in your mind about the practical execution. Okay, so that's the problem. So because I have experienced that problem myself, my classmates also have experienced, even some other students that I helped them after my graduations of O-level educations, they have been experiencing the common problems as I do, right? So then, what happens? I have been thinking how to solve these problems for a long time. I thank God, at least a year ago, He gave me His own idea on how can I solve it. So how am I going to solve it? Well, in these online schools, we are going to teach students who are by using different teaching techniques by using different teaching aids, by using different teaching approach, by using different teaching ways of simplifying the concepts, and by designing so by preparing the good contents, means that the strong contents. So that's what we are going to do in this channel. So we have 3 departments: departments of physics, departments of chemistry, and departments of basic mathematics, right? Again, I would like just to explain to you shortly about what I have written on the blackboard. We'll be teaching you concepts in this channel. We'll be teaching you how to solve problems, but this is for the only format. We teach them English and also by using Swahili. So how will you can you get registered if you're a student right now? The way you can register, first of all, you should have an email. To open an email is just an exercise of 5 minutes, and everybody can have an email. And then so that emails, it means you sign in YouTube, and then you click this button for the subscribe. Next, the bell will appear, then you click the bells, and then you select the option of all, right? So that is what you have to make sure that you do. That's number 1. Number 2, also, we insist you to read to press this button, show more, when you read the descriptions of the particular video. And then so you get too much details, because, for example, in descriptions, we invite you to offer your freewheeling Thanksgiving offering, in case that you want to contribute and you want to see that you have something else that is actually that is making you happy, that even yourself you have participated in this program, in transmission of this program. There's a running cost, a high running cost that we used to pay every day, so you're welcome. But for those who are heartful, if you're not heartful, please don't waste your time. Again, we would like to welcome you on our online secondary schools to enjoy the beauty of basic mathematics. In this program, you'll be enjoying every subject, believe me whether or not. And then you'll be thinking how I can take the knowledge, classroom knowledge, and solve the real world problems. So again, we ask you that to share with your friends, with your classmates, with your schoolmates. Share with them about this, with your young brothers, young sisters. Share with them. So you can like and dislike the video. But number 4, how will you interact with me? That the fundamental questions. Even many students of mine, because before I record these programs, I've changed the life of the students of more than 5,000 in Tanzania, almost in more than 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, right? So all of them, with some of them, I met them, and then I was sharing about this revelation. And then they said, "Sir, how will you ask you questions?" So then I went through the platform and then see that you can use the comment sections to ask your question. You can use the comment sections to read, to comment anything, to tell us whether you understand or not. You can use the comment sections also purposefully for reading questions have been asked by other students. You can use the comment sections also, this comment section, right? You can use the comment sections to answer a question that other students have asked. You can use the comment sections to do online group discussion, right? So you can use comment sections effectively, not just like you say that we don't need jokes in this program, okay? Again, we say that I think differently, Olenjolain aims things differently. That is a little bit an answer about your situation right now, right? So what do you say that is good situation, right? So what is the good situation, by the way? We say that fine. The issue is just like the issue, that you want to enjoy physics subject. One thing which I want to make in introductions, Olenjolain does not know everything about physics, or basic physics, or physics for the format. I just know a little portions of it, but I'm ready to share with you, to teach you what I know. And possibly it might be maybe even 100% of what you want. At my side, because physics is a part of my life, I used to learn physics every day, right? So so just the introduction of the video you are looking at now, this is our YouTube channel. As I say, we have departments of physics, subject is physics, this material for the pre-form 2 and also for the form 2, right? And then this material also can be for the form 2. So advanced physics for the form 2. So I didn't want to disturb those numbers, right? Because maybe some of you can get lost. Okay, so that is all about jotting. That's all about this part, or that's all about introductions. So I would like to take you into the next part, when now I'm going to share you the second concept which I want to share the big picture of physics in my mind, right? That's what is next after this one. So stay tuned and then stay thinking. Remember that you can watch this video several times as you can until the concepts has been built in your mind. So let us go together today. So let us go to the second part, the next part of this general introduction of physics for the Form 1. Okay, and the second part which I want to share with you, this is the one of the my favorite part, is my big picture. You should have a big picture in physics in your mind, a big picture of of physics. And this big picture of physics is in my mind, right? And also I would like you to induce it in your mind. So physics is the oldest subject. We began to learn it as a general science subject. And this is we began the journey with a part that we call it fundamental science, fundamental science. And this fundamental science we covered during our primary education, right? Primary educations, which we did whether in English language or in Swahili language, right? So somo la science na nachosema hapa, nachotaka kushirikisha ni picha kubwa ambayo ipo kwenye akili yangu. Mungu ameiweka katika akili yangu kwa ajili ya somo la physics. Kwa sababu ukishakuwa na picha kubwa unaona vitu vingi kuliko ile ambayo na picha ndogo. Kwa maana yake somo la physics ni somo kongwe ambalo tulianza kulisoma katika somo la science tukiwa katika shule ya msingi. Okay, maana yake tumeanza kusoma science nadhani kuanzia darasa la 3 au la 4 hivi mpaka darasa la 7. Okay, so this one we covered in standard 1 up to standard 7, right? That's what we have covered there. When a student pass the fundamental science and then get into the O level, okay, get into the ordinary level, right? Ordinary level, secondary science, yes, so science. And this is yes, it is covered from Form 1 to Form 4, or we call it from class 9 to class 12, right? So in ordinary level, this is the 4 years education, right? We have again the subject of science is divided into 3 branches. Okay, so let me draw it. Kwa hiyo sasa, badala kumaliza science, general science, kidato cha darasa la 7, tukafanya mtihani wa taifa. Tukifanya mtihani wa taifa, unafaulu, unajiunga sasa na elimu ya sekondari ambayo inaitwa ordinary level secondary schools. Hasa science ukienda katika elimu ya sekondari inagawanyika kwa kwenye makundi ile science inagawanyika kwa kwenye makundi makubwa matatu. La kwanza, the first one is called biology, so it will be the science is divided to biology. The second ones also we have the subject of what is called chemistry, and then the third one is physics. But also, when you go to the O level, you can also find another science subject which is not a part of the general science that we learned where in primary school, right? So it means there is a physics for the Form 1 to Form 4, kwa utasoma physics. Kuna physics ya Form 1 hadi Form 4, kuna chemistry ya Form 1 hadi Form 4, right? Na habari njema kwamba zote hizi nazifundisha. Kwa kuna biology ya Form 1 mpaka biology ya Form 4, kasoro tu biology kwa sasa, lakini kwa njia linakuja, endelea kuniombea. Lakini tunakutana na somo lingine tena la science ambalo sio sehemu ya ile, ila tunakutana na somo lingine la science kabisa ambalo ni pure science ambalo tunalita nini? We call it agriculture. So we meet with another scientific subject which is called the agricultural science. Agricultural science. Elimu ya kilimo, right? Science. So that is in O level. So you have Form 1 to Form 4. So in case of physics now, tukiendelea na picha kubwa ya physics ambayo nataka uwe nayo kwa sababu kwa kidato cha kwanza, kuna tamani ujitahidi kuhakikisha kwamba yani ujue kuna safari ya namna hii ya physics. Kwamba when you are at this point, suppose that this is your beginning point, right? So you'll have physics for the Form 1. This is the point where you are. Form 1, right? And then you have to make sure that you graduate it well, right? Na kisha kama unafanikiwa, unafaulu vizuri. So this is for the Form 1, right? Then you will go to the next physics subject, which is called the Form 2, right? So you have to make sure that you master it properly. Form 2. Manake somo nalofuata tena lingine kuna physics kidato cha pili. Alafu ukimaliza hapo manake tena kuna physics nyingine inafuata ambayo wengine watakuwa wanaelekea kwenye artist, ila mimi nakushauri wewe elekea kwenye upande wa physics kama una maono katika eneo la science. Some physics ni tamu na physics ni msingi. So here you have physics for the Form 3. Okay? Haya. Baada ya hapo tena tukifaulu hapo tunaenda tena kwenye hatua nyingine. Tuna physics tena nyingine ambayo ni msingi vile vile bado, lakini kwa ajili ya kidato cha 4. Physics Form 4. Right? So physics Form 4. Hapa in physics Form 2 we have something we call it NECTA Form 2. So you have NECTA Form 2. It's a national exam. NECTA Form 2, right? Form 2. So you have to get prepared, and I'll prepare you. And here we have also NECTA Form 4, right? So NECTA Form 4. Hapa pia tuna mtihani wa taifa wa kidato cha 4. Hapa tukishamaliza, tukifaulu au tukifanikiwa kumaliza, tunapewa cheti ambacho kinachoitwa Certificate Secondary Education Examination, right? Ndicho kitakachokuwa na nini na matokeo yako. Na kuna credit mbalimbali za physics. Ila mimi ninachokuombea, ninachotamani hakikisha unapata A hapa physics, unapata A ya physics, unapata A ya physics, unapata A ya physics. So our expectations, we expect students in exams to get A of physics, A of physics, A of physics, A of physics, and believe me, we're gonna prepare you in order to achieve this objective that I've told you. So then, when you reach at this point, we have 2 routes of physics. I'm still explaining the beauty of physics. Okay? Okay, the first route, you can go for the A-level education, right? So, A-level education, right? A-level education. Okay, A-level education. Or you can go for ordinary level education. Say ordinary level education. A-level education and ordinary level education, right? So this A-level education is 2 years. It means from Form 5 to Form 6. You will find also a subject of physics, and here we call it advanced physics, right? So the subject here is what is called, we call it advanced physics. You will find mechanist. Kwa manake unaweza kupitia njia ya advanced, manake advanced level, manake tasema ni elimu ya sekondari ngazi ya juu. Kuna kidato cha 5 mpaka kidato cha 6 na somo lake linaitwa advanced physics. Lakini unaweza kupitia katika ordinary diploma katika kitivo, okay, ya cha uhandisi au cha science. Okay, you can pursue ordinary diploma, and this is education of 3 years, okay, 1 to 3 years. When you pursue in engineering and science, you'll find we sort special applied physics. So this we call it, you'll be learning special applied physics in particular field. What does it mean? For example, if you'll be doing the diploma in telecommunication, you will apply physics on learning telecommunication engineering. That's the meanings of special applied physics, right? If you'll be learning a mechanical engineering, it means that you are going to learn applied physics in mechanical system. Okay? Hiyo ndo maana special applied physics, kwamba utasoma physics kwa matumizi maalum au katika eneo maalum. Hautasoma general physics. Hapo utasoma general physics kiundani zaidi. Okay? Na and the good news, it means that for this case now we say that in case that we take that, for example, we take this advanced physics, okay, advanced physics. So let us go. So this is the advanced physics. So in this route of advanced physics, we'll have how many routes? 2 routes. Okay, we have advanced physics for the Form 5, right? I have advanced physics, right, for the Form 5, right? This is Form 5 students, right? And then when you pass this advanced physics for the Form 5 students, believe me, you have to make sure that you take a route, because majority of the students in Tanzania is pursue advanced education. So then you have to go to advanced physics, and this advanced physics is for the form 6, right? This is the big picture in my mind. I want to introduce it. So believe me, you have to state your mind. In case of passing or in case of the classroom educations, you have to get prepared to score A, and you have to get prepared to score A in classroom. And then you have to make sure that the knowledge you acquire during the journey of scoring A, then you have to apply on solving what? Real life problems. So that the situations. So when you reach to the advanced physics form 6, you'll do the final exams, and then you'll be awarded a certificate. We call it Advanced Certificate in Secondary Education Examination. Okay? Kwa hiyo ndo kutoka hapo sasa unaenda katika ngazi ya chuo. Lakini tukija katika ordinary level education katika engineering or science, ambapo ni special applied physics, utakutana na physics first year, physics second year, physics third year. Right? Kwa hivyo utakutana na physics katika miaka mingapi? Mitatu. Ambao si route ambayo wengi wanaipita sana, lakini ngoja nielezee kidogo. Kwa special applied physics. Special applied physics, right? Special applied physics, and then this we say for ordinary diploma. So here again we have 3 years education of physics for the form 1. This we will have physics, right? Special applied physics in first year, right? First year of ordinary diploma or D. So this is the beginning of your journey, and then the next one will be physics, right? So the next one will be physics, okay, second year or D, right? And then we come here. So then this is physics, right? So this is physics, third year, right? Physics, third year of ordinary diploma, right? So when you graduate in this level, you have to make sure that you score A here, you score A here, you score A here. Because I will tell you now, and I will teach you how to transform that A to solve real life problems. Because I'm not happy to get all A and then you fail in life. I won't be successful. So then, if you'll pass, when you pass this route or this route, here also will be rewarded a certificate, and this certificate will be NTA level. It's called the NTA level 6, right? National Technical Award level 6. Will be awarded a certificate there, just like this one. It is equivalent, but this is kind of specific certificate rather than this is the general certificate. For example, myself, I took this route. Okay, I took this route. So when you graduate, then we'll meet together in what bachelor, let's say 30. Let me put a big box in, and then end there. Okay, takutana bachelor or undergraduate. Say undergraduate, okay, undergraduate level or education. Manake shahada ya kwanza. Hii ni shahada ya kwanza, hii ni shahada, hii ni shahada ya kwanza, hii ni elimu ya sekondari ngazi ya juu. Okay, kwa hiyo tena ukimaliza hapo kama either miaka mitatu kwa science na uhandisi, miaka mitatu, miaka minne. Ukimaliza unaenda postgraduate level. Na utakutana na physics. So you'll enjoy physics for the rest of your life. Lakini remember that, believe me, you can apply physics of that which you acquire in O level to solve some simple problems, real life problems. It's possible. The issue is the thinking. Also, you can apply the physics you acquire in advanced physics to solve some of the real life problems. And you can apply the physics you apply in special applied physics, for example, in chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, maybe in lab technology, maybe in biotechnology. You can apply it to solve some simple problems, real life problems. And that's what I want to prepare your mind, because this is the fundamental program for the Form 1 students. In case you have any questions, ask me in the comment section. Kama una swali uliza katika comment section, na kwamba utatue matatizo ya kwako binafsi na matatizo ya jamii unakotoka, kwa sababu ndio maana umeenda shule. Ndio maana serikali imekulipia baadhi ya gharama ili ukatatue matatizo ya kwenye jamii. Okay? That intentions, hicho ndio tunachokuwa nakifanya. Kama una swali lote kuhusiana na the big picture, niulize, kwa sababu hii ni sehemu tu ambayo ni tofauti sana. Sidhani kama umekutana nayo au utakutana nayo. Then the second part I want to share you in these general introductions, I wanted to share with you the reference books. Say reference book. What are the recommended books and materials you need to learn physics for the form 1? Je, kama sasa unataka kuelezea, okay, au unataka kusoma physics kidato cha kwanza, je, ni vitabu gani ambavyo vitakavyokuwa vinafanyaje, yani vinavyotakiwa ili uweze kufanyaje, uweze kujifunza physics vizuri. So let us continue on this, the next part of reference books and materials for the physics form 2. We are still in general introductions of physics for the form 2, which is no longer English Swahili, right? So no longer English Swahili, it is everything is in English. So everything is in English because now you know how to learn in English language, okay? So we have almost 8 reference books for the physics form 2, that if you want to cover the physics form 2. The first, we can group these 8 reference books, however that I can add number 9, but this number 9 will be in the, will be here, number 6, so it will be possibly number 9, but this is just like addition. Let me just add additions of 40 of textbook. That's another textbook, right? I want to add as a reference book, and this is number 9, right? For this series or for this sequence. You can just change it. This you can call it number 8, and this is number 9, right? And then we say that this is number 7. So number 7 we call it physics books, right? We call it physics or physics book or physics for secondary education. Yes, physics. So it's called the physics for secondary education, right? And then there are some authors, including that the author of this book is Mauricio, right? And his colleagues. But the publisher, this book is famous with the publisher's name, we call it Oxford Physics, right? So we have this, it will be book 40. For this case, we have book 2, we have book 1, book 2, book 3, and yes, book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4. So this is book 2. That's another additional textbook, right? So let me explain this list of 4 textbooks and show you, and then we continue with the business of 40 of general introduction. Okay, so we say that the reference books and materials for the physics form 2. The first textbook is called the Physics Syllabus for Ordinary Secondary Education from 1 to Form 4 by Tanzania Institute of Education. That is fundamentally recommended. I would like every student who watching and taking these programs and who has joined in Tanzania online ordinary secondary education or secondary schools to have these syllabus books, because you use this book for the Form 1 and Form 2. Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. Because this is the route, it will show you the route that you have to pass on your learning. And also it will help you to prepare your A in case of physics, but also it will help you to prepare your A in solving real life problems. So this, here in the book, this is the front book, view of the book, right? It's called what? So this is called the United Republic of Tanzania Means of Education, Vocational Training, Physics Syllabus for Ordinary Secondary Education from 1 to Form 5, to Form 4, excuse me. So this is the back view, and then it's been prepared by Tanzania Institute of Education. So if you get into this book, you find that the first page explains the topics for the Form 1, and the second part is explaining the topics for the Form 2. So you see, this is the page now for the Form 2 syllabus. Class level competence, class level objectives, you learn them, and then here you see the columns, right? These columns are very important, are very essential in learning. Here we have topic, subtopics, specific objective, teaching and learning strategies. We have teaching and learning resources, assessment, number of periods. The first topic for the Form 2 is called static electricity, and the first subtopic is called the concept of static electricity, you see? So then, through this book, you'll see what you should cover in advance, right? So you won't be studying by chance. You'll be studying with confidence that this is what I'm going oh, this is what I have to cover at this level, and I will need it to solve real life problems, right? So this is the way. So then she'll continue for all, explaining the specific objective, the learning, or the concepts, the subtopics for entire Form 2. In case also you need this book, good news, you can go to the descriptions and read how much does it cost, and hence you can order it online, and there is a shipping cost in any regions of Tanzania. So you can order this book and I will send it in any region, so you can use it for the rest of your life and you'll enjoy the beauty of physics. Okay, the second reference book is called the Physics Now for Physics Form 1 and Form 2. So this the text, the book has been prepared by them, by OT, students' books, by Tanzania Institute of Education. Let me show you direct, right? So this is the book, which is Physics Form 1 and 2 students' books. I showed you also in the introduction. This Tanzania, prepared by Tanzania Institute of Education, Form 1 and 2 students' book, right? And then this is the side view, and this is the back view, you see? So then, in this book, we get topics for the Form 1 and topics for the Form 2. If you remember from the syllabus, the first topic for the Form 2 was what? Static electricity. So I want to connect you with this book. Static electricity is the first chapter. So in this book, you see that static electricity is the 10th topic, the 10th chapter, you see? And these are the subtopics that you'll cover. Current, electricity, magnetism, forces in equilibrium, you see? And then all of these are the topics of what? Form 2. So you have to make sure that you get this book. And the goodness of this book is explaining concepts of the Form 2, Physics Form 2, in terms of practical form, you see? For example, that this is machine, right? Simple machine. This is a purely system, which is real life. This is motion in a straight line, right? So this is the measurements of velocity using a ticker, tape, and timer. If you have it, you can experience it, you see? And later on, learn in mechanics if you want to pursue for advanced educations. This is the temperature, you see? This is the constructing the simple thermometer. You see, what if you construct a simple thermometer for your village? Interesting. Yeah, so in case you need this book, we teach. Also, we order the useful material in affordable cost, because that's why even our teaching that we just offer it as a thanksgiving to God is free, so everybody can afford, and every Tanzanian can learn the high quality of physics for the rest of his life. So you can order this book, it's cheap, and also it means that you are responsible just to go to the descriptions, and then you can order, and you can see also the shipping cost for each regions of the United Republic of Tanzania, including Unguja and Pemba. So we can ship it by using a boat or by using a ship, right? So make sure that you order it for your learning process. Then the next reference book, which is number 3, is 5th edition, Physics by A.F. Abbott. This has been out since 1989. Let me explain. This book is famous with the names of Abbott Physics. I used it myself. In person, I used it to learn physics for the Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. The goodness of this book is actually that it contains many topics in all the 4 classes, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. So if you have it, you'll use it during your ordinary diploma, ordinary secondary education's learning process. Even in some of advanced schools, they used to recommend these are the reference physics books. Why? Because until you get into the advanced education, still be your 5th year of learning. So possibly because you'll be staying at home, you have forgotten some concept. So you can use this book in order to recall the ordinary level concepts, so that you can apply them in learning for advanced concepts. So I don't have a sample of it that I can show you, but it's out of stock. I can order it, and you can order, and you can also go to the descriptions and see how much does it cost you. It's a one of the it's a kind of, it's a big book compared to this one. It's kind of, it has a good volume. Then the 4th reference book is 8 editions of 40 Principles of Physics. So remember that here there is a dash. Say Principles of Physics. So that's the 4th reference book. Again, the author is M. Nelcon, right, in 2003. So you know that the goodness or the advantage of this book also is just like Physics by A.F. Abbott. The author is M. Nelcon. This book also comprises many topics of Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. So it's all-level book, right? And it's likely, however, that has been the author has been using a different approach on writing compared to A.F. Abbott. So it's a good book. It contains many questions that have been used in composing the next exams. So it's useful, it's good, it's simple to understand, to go through. I'll be using it as a reference book during the preparations of my notes. Then the fifth reference is online or internet books and what materials, right? Online or internet books and materials. The internet is wealth with reference books and notes for learning physics from two, right? However, that you should have your syllabus book beside you when you go to online, because there is a lot of information in online. So you should be specific. What are you thinking for, and then how can you get it? But I recommend to use online, because no online is wealth, right? Recommend it. Then number 6 reference material is Notes of Physics Form 2, right? Notes of Physics Form 2 by Sir Olenjolain Moko TAYAI Losingo, the man who is teaching you now. I'll be giving you many notes, right? I'll be giving you intensive notes, okay, during my sessions. Okay, when I'll be teaching you each topic, I will give you intensive notes. You have to make sure that you have them and you use them effectively for the rest of your life. Then we go for the, before we jump, I think that you have to jump this part. Let me explain this one. This again is another physics book, okay, for secondary educations, and it has been authored by some of the authors, but publishes Oxford. It's famous for Oxford Physics book too. It's famous. You know, some books are famous according to the publishers, not according to the authors. So you see the names of the author when you buy a book, but when you go to the shop, to the shop selling books, to the bookshop sellings or bookshops, and then you ask you for the book, they'll ask you that they know the many books actually that in terms of by using the publishers' names. For example, all the books are being published by Oxford. They just call it Oxford Physics. And if it's Nyambari Nyangwine, they just call it Nyambari Nyangwine. However, Nyambari Nyangwine is not also that book. He's the publisher. Or it's a publishing company, right? So this book is, it has been written by using the Tanzania syllabus, and then it is published by the Oxford. There is a book 1, 2, 3, and 4. So book 2, it explains only the 9 topics of 40 of book 2, or form 2, physics form 2. Then let us come back to the question and answers books and materials. What are these? These are the books that actually are part differently from the textbooks. Textbooks explain first a concept by using instructions, by using explanations, and later and some examples, and then at the end it comprises, it has questions to test your understanding, and at the end of the book you find answers, maybe of odd numbering, or odd questions, or of even questions. However, in many cases it's odd question number, right? So in this category, I recommend 2 resources. First, the materials. We're going to past papers. Past papers, should have past papers for the March midterm tests, June terminal examinations, September midterm testing, and annual exams, right? So you should have this one, just like as I told you that you should have these past papers. You can have for your schools, for your neighboring schools, because remember the continuous assessment comprises 50% from your school. So if you want, for example, you score A in physics, if you want to score A in physics, for example, of 100, you have to make sure that you score 50 marks, okay, from Form 1 and Form 2 for the midterm, for the 2 midterm testing, assignments. The quizzes will be provided by the teacher, terminal exams, and annual, and then you have total for 50 marks. And then if it comes the final exams or next exams, you'll score the other 50%. So then you have A of 100, and it is possible, believe me. But don't enjoy on getting the A of hundreds only. Enjoy on using that the contents of A hundreds to solve real life problems. Okay, so the second question and answers book, or second book, is called the 12th edition. Is now, I can correct it, so according to the name of the book. Okay, so let me do minor correction. This is Form 2, so 12th edition, Form 2, right? Form 2, Physics Review. It's a beautiful book, right? Review, which is comprises questions from Nectar, and also is the Hermes Damians, and publishes Apenetric, Problems and Solutions. It comprises 16 past papers from 2003 to 2019. This also is a reference book. It's a very reference book because you should not expect miracles in exam, right? What do I mean that you should not expect miracles in exam? You should know the format. What should you expect out in exam outside of the examination room? So this is Form 2 Physics Review. This is velocity time graph. I will teach you in motion of a straight line. This is reflections of light, Form 1 and even Form 3. This is Goldleaf electroscope, right? Static electricity. This is a simple machine, right? You see, this is the Pure system, right? Pure system, it has 3 Pure, so it's a simple machine. This is the Form 2 topics. I will teach you how to enjoy the beauty of this system because it has been used in wells, right? In fetching water in wells. And even nowadays, however, that we don't have this mechanical system, we do have electrical system by using the water pump. So it's just like a transition, okay? And then this is the back view of the book. And the goodness of this book, you find that if you open, you find the table of contents. For example, you want to review, you want to learn the question, how questions have been asked in physics Form 2, 2015. So you go to the 67 page, you find questions, and then 145, you find the beginnings of the solution, right? So for example, this is Nectar of Nectar Form 2, 2003 for the physics. These are the constant. Section A, it had 20 questions, right, of multiple choice. And then the section B is matching items and short and answer questions. This one by filling the correct, it means filling the blanks. Section C is a little bit odd descriptions, explains and computations. Then there are 10 questions. So these are the only question part. Then if you go to the next page, you will find the solution, right? It means that you'll find the solution. And for instance, that this is 2009, this is the solution for the 2009 Form 2 physics exam. No, these are the questions. Yes, this is still question part. So question part is still question part. This is still question part. However, at the format of exam, this is the beginnings of what the solution part. So you see, this is solution for the physics Form 2003, Form 2. So these are the answers for the multiple choice, and then answers for the matching items, and then this is answer for the just filling the blanks, and this is the answers for the computations, simple computations. So you see, now you have full educations at your home. The good news, you can order this book, read the descriptions to see how much does it cost, and then you have to see also what the shipping cost to the place where you are. Because we distribute these books, we offer these books nationwide, right? It means in the nation of Tanzania, in any regions, in all 31 regions, right? So we can deliver these books, and then you see the shipping cost, right? So you can enjoy, you can have your home library, okay? You can have your home library. So that is all about the reference book for the Form 2. If you have understood, you have enjoyed, let me know in the comment section. So you have more questions about reference book for the Form 2, let me know in the comment section. So if everything's okay, I would like just to take you to the next part, which is I'm going to mention the topics for the Form 2 for you, right? So, okay, so let us continue to the last part of this session 00, the general introductions of physics for the Form 2 in English language. And the last part is this one, the topics and chapters of Surah. This is just, excuse me, just let me, just see, of 40 of physics Form 2, right? Okay, according to the new syllabus of 40 of Tanzania. There are 9 topics of 40 of physics for the Form 2, for the Form 2 education, right? This is physics, in case that you don't see it clearly, of 40 of physics. So, of physics. Okay, so what I would like just to say, these 9 topics have been mentioned in the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. So this is our book, our syllabus book, right? If you do remember, so you can open the page where you find the description for the Form 2. So this is Form 2 page. See? So this is Form. Let me bring close to the lens. Class level competence, class level objectives, and then this is page number 30. If you have this syllabus book, and then this is page 31. I know that many teachers, they don't insist the students to have syllabus, right? But that is not a good advice. I advise you to have, because to show you the route. These are the topics or subtopics, specific objective. This is teaching and learning strategies, teaching and learning resources, assessment, number of periods. So the first topic of Form 2 physics is static electricity, and this is the first subtopic, because it's topics, all the board, these are the topics. So the first topic is what? Static electricity, right? These are specific objectives that has to be achieved by the students after completing. As I said, that these are the teaching strategies for me who's teaching you, and learning strategies. So in case that I want to know also the next topic after covering static electricity, I have to go to the next page, which is page, this is still static electricity. So in page 36, I find the second topic, which is current electricity. So all the 9 topics have been listed here. So I want to mention quickly for you, and then we end the session. So we meet in the next sessions. Make sure that you have this syllabus book, because to give you the route. Okay, so the first topic, we call it static electricity. Very interesting. Static electricity. For example, we experience this static electricity when it is raining with thunderstorm. You know thunderstorm or lightning during the rainings. Lightning, that's a static electricity. That's not a current electricity. We can experience also this one when we iron a clothes. Let me not go into too much details, because I'll be teaching static electricity while I have just to mention the topic. Excuse me. So current, so the next topic, which is the second topic, is current electricity. Current electricity. Then the third topic, very interesting topic, is the fundamental. All of these topics are a prerequisite of what? Magnetism, of advanced educations, even ordinary diploma educations for the science engineering program. So the next is magnetism. I will teach you magnetism. The first topic is called the forces in equilibrium. I do remember that when I was in school, I was on that level. Many students, they were quitting. Even myself, I get a lot of troubles. Equilibrium, right? I got a lot of troubles on learning this topic, right? So forces in equilibrium. And then the fifth topic, we call it a simple pendulum. Say simple pendulum. So when we'll be teaching this topic, then there's an experiment, because we have physics 1, which is theoretical, and physics 2 for the form for exam, which is experimental. And one of the experiments is in mechanics, which is simple pendulum. Then the sixth topic, we're going to teach you about what? Motion in a straight line. So motion in a straight line. Motion in a straight line, right? That's the sixth topic. The seventh topic for the form 2 that we're going to teach you is Newton's law. Very interesting topic. Newton's law. Okay, Newton's law of motion. Okay, when I was learning this topic during my O-level education, nobody who told me that I will learn these concepts in advanced education. So when I graduated, even I've given my materials to the next Form 4 students, and they lost them. So when I went for advanced education, I found that the prerequisite of advanced education is O-level physics. So the A topic is temperature. We teach about temperature. You know temperature, so we're going to teach you in detail. Then the ninth and the last topic is all about renewable energy. This is a great, or it's a discussion that's going on worldwide, and it has been developed in different ways. So in sustainable energy sources. What are the energy sources? Sustainable energy sources. What are the energy sources that we can sustain? So those are the 9 topics. Static electricity, current electricity, magnetism, forces in equilibrium, simple pendulum, motion in a straight line, Newton's law of motions, then 8 is temperature, sustainable energy sources. I arranged them sequentially from the first topic of Form 2 to the last topic. So if this is the case, I would like to end the sessions, because I can keep on teaching you and teaching you and teaching you. But before I end these sessions, I would like just to give you a promise that God is with me and God is with you. And believe me that my dear students or my dear viewer right now, I will be with you on learning all these 9 topics. If God I guess I can say that God has already wished it and He will wish it. So make sure that you pray for yourself and pray for me. So to make sure that we do this business together. And it should be connected from the first topic to the last topic. Because if you have the knowledge and the skills and understanding, you can solve real world problems in your community. So remember, the main objective of Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School is to teach students to think differently and even to take the classroom instruction to solve the real world problems in their community. Right? That's the main objective I want us to remind you. So stay connected. Let us meet in many sessions of static electricity. That's why we insisted you to subscribe, because we'll be adding many videos. Current electricity, magnetism, forces in equilibrium, simple pendulum, motion and straight line, Newton's law of motion, temperature, and sustainability energy sources, right? Energy sources. So, this is the end of session 00. May God bless you abundantly. I invite you in the next sessions. Join me, please. I'm very happy because my mind was pregnant with all of this information. I think that because I've released already to the millions of minds, okay, of our present and future generations. So thank you very much. May God bless you. I love you so much. And I think even yourself that I love everybody, even you who hate me. I love you so much. And God loves you so much. So I thank God who has been with me. Remember that in case you want to send your Thanksgiving offering, you can use this mobile number. And you can go to the descriptions to read more information about how you can send your Thanksgiving, so in order to participate or to pay for the running cost of this program. If you see that this is helpful, then think that it should be spread to the world, right? Thank you very much. Stay connected, and then I will meet you soon. So welcome to the inside of Physics Form 2. May God bless you.